What's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of Vivid Vybe. I am your host, Miss Misha, and I have over here to my left, who's coming back, Preston. The Preston is in the building.
How you doing?
And then we have my brother from another mother, Dell.
What's going on, people? Let's have some fun tonight.
Yeah, tonight.
Hey, for the record, you got a lot of headspace over there, Preston.
I got a lot of headspace. What's that?
Just Mike, give me look at all that headspace. Shout out to little people matter. No,
Gorgeous.
it's just a joke. They didn't refrain from midgets. No. Before we start the show, I want to let you guys know that Ains Parker is throwing a hell of an event coming up July 14th. This is our grand entrance to the world of Ains Parker. You know, it's an all-white party. We will be sending out is it Ebright? How you say that shit?
Eventbrite.
That we'll be sending that out sometime this week. You guys can purchase your tickets and everything, and they'll have all the details of everything that's going on. We'll love to see all our fans and everybody out there. We'll have a lot of special guests coming in. DJ TNT will be DJing that night.
Word.
We'll have a lot of people coming in, and as the weeks go on, you'll see us post. So make sure you follow me, Mish, Toy, Chanel.
We miss
Kaja,
you, Chanel.
Darius, Whitney, a lot of us will be sharing all of it. So, you know, stay tuned for that. It's going to be one of the biggest events. You can't miss it, guys. So we're going to start tonight about fatherhood, and me and Preston will tune in. we will dial in to speaking about things that come with dealing with that and how we got to this point. So tune in, and Mish will be asking us these lovely questions, and we about to be authentic and real, and there's no holding back. And you get to see this special side of Del P. Let's rock out.
All right, Del. So, first I want to ask, I know both of you are fathers. So, how old is your child?
My child is 5 years old.
Child's 5?
Yeah,
Okay.
I only have one.
You
It's
only
a
have
boy.
one kid?
Yes.
Okay. How old are your kids?
Damn. 10, 9, 1.
10, 9, and 1? Okay.
Yeah, 10, 9, 1.
What did you think what was going through your mind when you found out, like, I'm about to be a dad?
I'll let you go first. My story
Like-
is longer than yours. I have 3, so 3 different episodes. 4
Like,
different
well, so like when she told me like I'm pregnant.
Oh, that's the question. Like when you found out.
Yeah, like,
Oh, okay.
what was going through your mind? Like,
Yeah, go ahead, P.
Fucked up.
Huh?
I slipped up, pull out game week. I said, shit.
Right?
How the hell I fuck up? I must have been drunk.
My
Like
first one, it wasn't no. I was like, man.
mine wasn't
I
planned
really
at
hope
all.
she ain't watching. I was just like, she called me, and she was like, yeah, I found out I was pregnant. I was like, damn, that mean I'm stuck with you for the rest of my life? Fuck. Like,
No,
that
mine
was my
wasn't.
first time.
Mine wasn't like that at all.
Nah. I'm an asshole. Like, I just don't receive information that I don't
I was
want
drunk as
well.
shit. I ran in the street, did a backflip, but then I was like, at the same time, I'm like, damn, when the hell did I fuck up? Like, when did I slip up? So then we went back, and the doctor told us when the baby was conceived, and it was in Orlando at an Airbnb. I mean, we had the master bedroom. I was drunk, so
I ain't do that for
pull out game was week
I was
that
pissed
weekend.
off.
And, yeah.
you were pissed off?
Yeah.
Oh no,
I was
excited.
like, fuck it. That last one, I was just like, nah, I'm good. It's like, hey, you're having a girl. I was like, I get it, big guy. You ain't, yeah, whatever.
So, but you have boy, girl,
No, it was boys, girl, and then
2 boys and a girl. See, I
Yeah.
got a boy. See, now I want another one, but if it's a girl, now if you can give me another boy, then I'm good where I'm at. You know, that boy ain't no joke.
Nah, I'm good one, man. I'm solidified.
I'm chilling.
I love all my babies, all of them.
So you see the post. You want a little baby
Yeah,
girl.
nah, I mean,
baby girl might change my life. I don't know.
It really boils down to like the timing, man.
Yeah.
A lot of times, man, we as men decide to, you know, get in this thing we call sex with women, and
How old were you when you had the first one?
22.
22?
How old were you?
Hell, I turned 21 April 3rd. He was born April 8th.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, I was 22 my first one.
Dang.
Now I think I don't know. I think now I'm good, but then it was just like you don't know what the fuck.
5 years later, now I'm chilling,
Yeah.
but at the time,
That
I
first
was
one came
tripping
out, I was
shit.
like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this? Like, what is this contraption?
Shit.
I used to tell them like, man, is there a way I can shove you right back up where you came from? But you know, I love them
Nope.
all.
Takes
Nah, it's just
two.
a joke. Nah, I'm fucking
Takes
around.
two.
I love all my babies.
Nah,
all
my
of them.
family,
Every
my
last
family's
one.
big help. Her family, my family, I mean, we're Hispanic, so they always want them and shit like that. So I let him have them for now, cause I mean, it ain't gonna last forever, you know. As he get older, he spend less and less time with them. Hell, he spend less and less time with me. There's gonna be times where he don't want to be with me all the time.
But even to get into that, like, we can get in my situation where I get a lot of backlash because my boys live with me, and you'll hear certain people be like, if I was a mother, I wouldn't do that. It's like, nah, I had to sit down with them to like, hey, like with my first son's mother, I had to prove that I could do it. Like, that was her thing. Like, prove to me that you're not fit to run these streets, you're not going to be coming in late, doing all this other shit. Like, you really going to step up and be a father.
Yeah. She still want me to prove that.
Right, but this is the thing, and I'm going to drop advice on you with that, if that's really the case. I did that with the first one. The second one, it didn't pan out that way. But nonetheless, like, as a father, like, that shit, to me, is dope to be a father. Like, to go to work, bust your ass, you having a bad day. Like, Keyshawn, that's my dog. Like, he know when
he is definitely
that's
your
my
mini
twin.
me.
Like, he feels emotions. He feels all these things where it's like he know if you're having a bad day, he'll come up to anybody. Like, he feels it. And I've seen him go up to people and be like, man, you know what? Hey, how you doing? Whatever the case may be. My first one is kind of like that nonchalant side of me where it's like, hey, I got love for you, but do I really know you? Do I really fuck with you? That's how he is. And my third one is just that.
But she's still young though. She's still a baby.
Nah,
she's still.
That's gonna be the one. It's a weird ass kid.
Yeah, it's weird, dog. Yeah, it's the one that's like,
So it's gonna be an
what is
oddball.
this? Like, I got time for this shit. Like, I like when the baby.
They test you. They do. They test
the baby
you.
that be like, hey, Chad, what's up? You giggle with him, play with him. He like, he show his teeth, shit like that. I love that shit. You know
She just stays there. She just doesn't do nothing.
My daughter is another fucking breed. Like, whatever. But fatherhood wise, don't. Yeah, I seen that. Jason a fool. No, but on some G shit, Preston, don't take it personal that she's saying that she wants you to prove yourself. A lot of times, women look at us and judge our movements and our actions based off of like our personal movements. It's not, you're not viewing us as fathers when you're getting upset with us. You're viewing us as your ex or the person you're in love with or whatever the case may be. So a lot of times we take hits that we shouldn't have to. But it's a lot of times like I don't think women tend to differentiate that the father side of a male and then just the male that you dealt with. Because I'm not fit to dog my kids out. I'm not going to argue with my children. I'm not going to talk shit to my children. I'm not going to do certain things to my kids that I would do to another dog because there's levels to that shit. You know what I'm saying? So if she felt that way, the only reason why she's saying that is because how you maneuvered with her. And it's like, it's not the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so it's
But don't
not.
you think, too, that women have to prove themselves to men, too?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I definitely feel like that. I don't know. But me personally, absolutely. Like, you're not going to
prove yourself as in what way?
you can't sit there and be like, well, Dale, I need you to prove that you can do this, that, and the third. All right, prove to me that if I walk out this door that won't shit happen to me. Like, women are born with this cater to emotions that some men don't have. And which is nothing against women. It's just to say that our love is different depending on how you're raised or the male figure in your life or whatever the case may be. So it really boils down to that, you know, at the end of the day.
Where you from?
Yeah, it comes from that. So I don't feel like you should crucify the male for how he handles a child. You got to let that parent, like I was some G shit I tell everybody that has kids. And if you had that situation with the person you're not with them anymore, you can't get upset at how they decide to be a parent.
Yeah.
You can't put your feelings into that. Like, it's not, what the fuck can I do? If you decide you want to hang with your son, play with him, play with your daughter, pick him up, whatever, that's on you.
Yeah.
You choose not to, I still have to do my job. Like, I literally do not care what my children's mothers do. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't. You do whatever you want to do. I'm going to do my part. When I have them, I'm going to handle my business. And whatever happens when I'm not there, it'll show.
Right.
And we'll meet along the way. So a lot of times co-parenting even gets fucked up because co-parenting has nothing to do with how you interact with the child. That's not co-parenting. Co-parenting is, hey, I'm short on these Pampers or whatever the case may be. Can you help me out on this end? That's co-parenting. You know what I'm saying? You can't be calling me, oh, well, you didn't pick him up this weekend. Why the fuck you didn't pick him up this weekend? Well, you don't know what I got going on. I don't owe you that. You know what I'm saying? You don't. You have to separate that. If it's for the child, by any means, make that phone call. But if it's on some things like you upset that they didn't call or they didn't do this or they didn't do that, you still got to be a parent. So you have to, it's hard. I'm not going to make it seem like it's fucking easy. It's not. And with me having multiple baby moms, that shit's not easy at all.
Yeah.
Because that's
and that goes back to too co-parenting.
Yeah,
like, how does that work out
all
for
of
you?
us, but all of us co-parent differently.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not the same. I literally co-parent with all of them differently. Like me and my first one, there's really no communication whatsoever. She literally talks to my mom, and then my mom, if she feels like telling me shit, then she'll tell me. Most of the time, I catch information through my mom. I don't really go there. The second one, there's really no communication. It's my mom yet again.
Right.
Then the third one, like, we talk. Like, I have a great relationship with her.
How often y'all talk?
Every day, I think. Yeah. Like, there's no bad blood.
Because me and my baby mother, we talk like, first person in the morning is, I talk to her. And then before I go to sleep,
because
it's her.
Yeah, because it's P though. It's
That's
me.
me.
It's Miji.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's different.
So how is it working out for you though? Like, do you feel like it's working good?
I mean,
for you,
it's
the co-parenting?
it is what it is. I mean,
You don't want to get into that.
it has its rough
Speak
times.
your truth. Fuck
Right?
that.
You know what I'm saying?
Say.
It has. It's
This
just like
is a
everybody.
safe, bro. This is a safe place.
It's just like everybody. It has its rough times. Like we'll argue real bad at fucking 3 p.m. Become 10 o'clock. All right, I'm going to sleep. Good night. All right, love you. Hell, some days she'll say it, some days she won't say it back. But it's just, but she'll be pissed off and blah blah blah. Fuck you, this, that, and the third. But in the morning she'll call me, and then at night before to go to sleep she'll call me.
No,
I mean, that's just the way. That's just the way we always been.
Yeah.
Nah,
That's
not
just,
over
we've
here.
been separated for 2 years, and I still haven't been a day without talking
Me and
to her.
other,
Oh, wow.
be like straight fuck.
Oh no, I haven't gone a day without talking to her, and we've been separated for 2 years.
See, that's crazy. Like,
I know it's freaking
being-
weird, but see, those 2 years went by like a blink of an eye, and that's just like you just realize like 2 years, and I still talk to you every day, and it's been 2 years.
Yeah, but I think your situation is different. I'm gonna say why, because I'm gonna tell you why. You've openly came on here and said the love that you have for your.
Oh yeah,
You definitely
Everybody
did.
knows-
And we
everybody
were all
knows
like,
that.
Right.
we were all like,
And it's-
oh.
Right.
Get more-
Yeah. So in the sense of, I have no idea where it went.
We better find
No,
it.
it didn't. I lied. Here you go. No, so his situation is different. Like, I'm still trying to gauge that shit.
Yeah.
10-9-1, like, I'm gauging it. Like, I don't know what kind of day they be having. I could be like, I'm for real, man. I
Juggling
call,
3
I'm
different
like,
attitudes.
Right. I hit him up like, yo, like, you scooping him up this weekend? I mean, does it matter if I scoop him up this weekend? Well,
Oh, no.
yeah,
Oh,
because
no.
kind of like I have to figure this thing out. Like, if I don't.
She better than me, because I would tell you no, then forget it.
No, that's how I am. So but that's how I am. It's like, if I call you Wednesday, hey, you gonna scoop him up Friday? I don't know. I'll let you know Friday. Well, shit, I guess you're not getting them. I ain't answering my phone, and we gone. Like, that's
Right.
So you have them all the time,
Yeah, the boys.
the boys. See, I have
And
And
mine.
see, and that's rare a lot of times for men to have more of the custody with the kids.
I think my
Like-
life situation is why I'm at where I'm at.
Uh,
I can't speak for P, but me, I'll let you go first, then I'll go. So you, what made you the father that you are?
right.
Like, what do you feel like with life? What happened with you in life that pushed you to be like, I'm gonna be this type of father?
Hell, like I don't even have. I'm not gonna say that because, like I said, I was on the phone the other night. I was on the phone with my dad.
Right. Yeah,
Actually.
we talked.
And that was like
about
fucking
that.
2-3 days ago.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I talk to my dad maybe like 3 times a year. And I just happened to be, we was at the bar. I go outside. I talk to my dad for like an hour. And it's just like we're best friends, but we're the exact same way. You love somebody to death. I don't never pick up the phone and call you.
Right.
Right.
I mean, if you was good last week, I'm pretty sure you good this week. I post a meme or something on Facebook,
Facts.
you like it.
Right.
He alive.
Me and you don't
So
talk
do you,
every
so
day
do
like
you
that.
feel like that'll be how you and your kid will
If
be?
he's just like me, then he'll understand the same thing. That's like we ain't that type. I'm not finna pillow talk. I'm not finna talk to you on the
Right.
phone every week and check up on you. But that's just how I am.
Right.
But then at the same time, I moved to Texas when I was 11 years old. My dad still stays in New York. So it's just like, I grew up really, like, started becoming a man without a father.
Right.
And, you know, my grandfather, he's Peruvian, and I didn't have, like, a black father in the house growing up. What I turned to was Jay-Z and music and lyrics and teach you the right way. And
Right.
so raising him is just, I do it the same way I was raised.
Right.
I show him tough love. I don't, you know, if you show me you into something, then we'll do it. Hell, if not, then shit, I don't give a fuck. But
Facts.
if I put you in a sport, hell, you
Yeah.
give it your all, then shit, I'll give it my all. I'll go buy equipment, we'll do it. Hell, if you don't give a shit about it, hell, I don't give a shit about it. You
Right.
know?
Right.
So, I mean, it's just weird. Like I said, I'm still figuring out this. I don't have
See,
a
that's
dad.
that's why I said
I don't
he's
have
the
a
first
dad in my house to teach me how to be a dad,
Right.
you know?
And
So
that's
it's
what I
just
was going to
like-
ask that too. Like,
What?
do you feel like your experiences have taught you to be a better father?
Absolutely.
Because some people, you know, some men that like if they were treated horribly, they treat other people, their children, horribly as well.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
That's bullshit.
But that's facts. That's
That's-
something that happens.
That's
so-
not. It's 100% bullshit. I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna get into the whole thing with me and my mom because I'm blessed to still, like, she's still here. So me and her situation, I'll forever love my mother. Whatever the fuck we got going, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
So as my dad. It's it's weird. The reason why I say it's weird is because I know who he is.
Where's your dad? Is he in Houston?
Yeah, he here.
Mm.
I know who he is. Like he's alive, well, whatever.
Last time you seen him.
I don't.
Year? Months?
Maybe at a gathering I went to at my sister's house. Like I don't. There's no relationship. We don't have a relationship. We don't.
But that's helped you, like you said, that's helped you to be definitely a better father to your kids.
Yeah,
You
it's
That's crazy because I haven't seen my dad in over a year. But the relationship that me and him have is like, that's my best friend. But that's just the way we are, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like not everybody's the same.
no.
What's one thing that growing up that you wish that that you make sure that your children have?
A fucking father.
Yeah.
I didn't have that, and I'm not mad at it. So for people, I this is how I'm gonna do this shit. Because this conversation comes up a lot with me because I don't speak on him, and I don't have no ill will towards this guy. I know his name, birthday, where he live. Kudos to him, whatever. But I ain't mad at him not being there for what. I don't know the situation. I don't know the dynamics of him and my mother. I really don't give a fuck either. But I appreciate it because you learn a lot without growing up with a father. You learn a lot more than you do what you do when you have one. I'm going to tell you why.
Because you sheltered.
Right. What happens is when you grow up with a father, there's a lot of fucking filters that go on. It's a lot of, I can't do this in front of him. I can't do that. I can't do this. I can't do that. A lot of people do not like how I raise my boys. I don't shelter my boys. I literally show them what life is about. Hey, we black, we young. This is how dad roll. You know why? Because I'm educated. I know what I'm doing. This is that and the third. And I talk to my kids all the time like, hey, dad loves you, but I'm winging this shit, bro. Like,
Hell,
I'm winging it.
I'm winging
There's
the
no
fuck
manual.
out of this.
There's no,
nothing.
but even
I'm
with
winging
growing up
the
with a
fuck
father,
out of
there's
this.
no manual. There's no
No.
manual. I'm gonna tell you why I'm saying this. Growing up without a father, it hurts in longevity, but when you have kids, it brings it back to reality, if that makes sense. So what happens is the fact that I don't have no example made me the father that I am. Because now I'm me. I am the father that I want to be.
Right.
I'm not imitating him.
Right.
In a sense where
And there are things you can be like, oh,
your
yeah,
absence,
I got
but-
like he
but-
did this.
right,
I'm
but the
this.
absence is amazing to me.
Yeah.
See, our stories are different.
No, I'm gonna tell you why it's
Stories are-
amazing.
yes,
I'm
our
gonna tell
stories
you
are
why
way
it's amazing. It's my first time and it's their first time.
Mm.
Teaching them to play baseball, that was my first time. That's their first time. Everything I do with my boys is our first. Because I didn't have that as with a father, so I'm cool with that. I don't get upset for what? What is there to get upset about? Oh, some shit that I don't know nothing about.
Yeah, nothing.
For what?
Patience.
So with his absence is really why I'm the man that I am. Like, I'm not upset at my father whatsoever. Now, there's things that I'm not going to do because of who I am as a man and how I respect my children. That's a whole different ball game. But being a father is an amazing thing. And to me, to be 33 and grow up to be the man that I am, that's his loss.
Right.
I've accomplished a lot of shit without you.
You have.
So I'm not mad. It's more so, go ahead and sit in the background and watch your son flourish. Cool with that. But I love all my siblings. There's 9 of us. All of us are in communication like a mug. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't, I deal with all my siblings. So I'll take that over him actually being in my life on a daily basis. For what? I feel like if he was there, I would not be the father that I am today. I honestly feel like that. And there's no shade to him. But I love my kids. Like, those are my best friends. These guys are, like, I've built them to talk like grown men. They 10 and 9 and have grown men conversations.
Yes, they do.
They're going to talk to you. They're going to talk to you how you need to be
Sure
talked to.
do.
And it's like, I only did that because it was more so like, I ain't have that.
Right.
So where it's like, I miscommunicated a lot.
Yeah.
So where it's like, I don't know how to do this shit. But when you see your son do something, you be like, especially when you see, like, Ouija ever done some shit where it's like, man, I did that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the
blows
joy
your
of
mind,
it.
like, motherfucker watching.
And they be like, why you didn't whoop him? Because I didn't get whooped for this shit either. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't whoop me when I broke the glass. Like, it's a dope thing, man. I mean, for anybody that grew up without a father, man, don't take that shit personal because you don't know what happened.
Yeah, you'll never know what happened.
It wasn't personal, I promise you. I
Right.
don't feel like my dad did what he did personally. I felt like he was in a situation where he had to pick and choose, and he chose, and then life happened. Kudos to you. I have nothing but love for you, Father. If you ever watch this shit, I have no ill will. We good. I will be there on that deathbed. If you need me, if you need something from me, you on your way out, I'm going to do it.
Right.
Same, man.
Period.
It's like my dad wasn't
Yeah,
always
facts.
there, but at the same time, he was always there.
Without my,
Right.
like, come on. At the end of the day, come on, man. Parents are parents, bro. My kids could look at me the same fucking way that I'm not with their mothers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, one of my kids could literally be like, I'm mad that you're not with my mother. You know what I'm And that's why I'm kind of like, I had an attitude that I have. It's like, for what? What the fuck I'm doing? Come on, man. For what? What am I gaining by that? All this anger for what? Now I put all this love to my kids. And they know I love them. Other people kids, like any kid that comes in contact with me knows that I like is genuine.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's pure genuine. There's not a kid on this planet that don't be like, damn, like, and I feel for that shit. Like, I love it. I live for that. So
That's awesome.
If it ain't my kid, get out of here.
Ouija be tripping
Yeah,
though.
he said if it's not his
Ouija
kid,
high maintenance.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah,
understand.
he bougie.
Ouija high maintenance. It's a
little
lot
dude-
to. When you get once I get done dealing with him, and somebody else kid come up, I'm like, hey, look, I just got done dealing with my own.
there's only so much
Yo,
love I
Ouija-
can give.
That dude is 100% until he goes to sleep. Then it's 0. Then once he wakes up,
Ouija,
then it's 100%. Then it's
my
it's
kids
just like,
chilling. I
no,
say
he
they
don't.
chill.
He don't chill.
Nah, I seen Ouija in action.
He
Ouija be
don't
like,
chill. He's gung ho.
So he's a mini you.
no, he's like,
Yeah, he's pretty hype.
Yeah,
He's a mini you.
Yeah.
Put it like this: as much as Preston talk is as much as his son moves.
Right.
That's literally how it goes.
Non-stop.
I would love to see your kid be as honest
No,
as
he's
you
active
are.
as hell. He's
No, I'm
active.
saying as honest as he is him. I would
Ouija
love to
don't
see
no.
that.
But he gonna say it. We was in the elevator one time, and it was like there was a handicapped person in there. He gonna tell, Poppy, what's wrong with his legs? So, hey, just wait. Just wait till we get out the elevator. And I was Like Jesus Christ. But that's how he is. Like,
Nah,
he got
fun.
questions. He got questions for days.
Your sons are like that too, though.
Nah, Keyshawn is like that.
Was
You
it
gotta
that one
rub
day at Chili's?
Devontae the
Was it
right way.
Right, the one day
Devontae
at
gonna be
Chili's,
like,
right?
what's you?
Like the
What's
one day
up?
at Chili's when they were thirsty and the the lady didn't bring his food, the drink, and he's like, excuse me, excuse me.
Oh, Devontae?
Yeah.
He's his mother.
He made sure.
That's the best way I can put that shit.
Exactly. He said,
That boy told the waitress, excuse me, we need drinks. I was like, am I the adult here? Or am I a child? But it's funny.
Minnie Dell.
No, it is. Because what happens is when one of them get out of control, the other Dell shows up to put the other one back in control. So like when Devontae did it, Keyshawn was like, say, bro, you doing too much. And I'll be like, I'll sit there like, shit, I ain't got to do my job. My job already done. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm guilty.
Right.
Nah, man, it's a fun thing. Man. You don't get the. You know what? It's a sidebar. We'll get to the rest of the questions. Fathers don't get to pick and choose what type of parent we are. All bullshit to the side. Dads are picked to be the fun parent. We didn't ask for it. But most of them, it's like, what happens when you get home? Dad! Or, let me tell you what your goddamn son did today. There's only two. Or you get the phone call. I get it all the time. Your son, he didn't want to do his homework and shit in school. I be like, well, I'm going to talk to him. You said you was going to talk to him last time. Well, you know, he is kind of like borderline of mute. So it's like, I'm talking to him, but he's not talking back. Kind of like how you did me for like all these years. Okay, yeah. Yeah, like 10. Like, oh, fuck. That other one, Keyshawn, I'd be like, son, you know, can you not do this? I'd be like, God damn, man. Like, today's a perfect example. You know, they playing outside. You know, they got their sister outside. I'm like, hey, can y'all not play so close to the street? I always tell Keyshawn, because his comprehension is a lot better than my oldest one, who kind of like, he at that age where he like, I feel like I want to test my dad. And in my mind, I'm like, I beat up kids. Like, like
I whoop kids for fun.
I will hit you so hard your shoulder's going to touch. Like, so I go to Keyshawn. He's a lot more lenient with the whole interaction with me. So I be like, yo, hey, you know, hey, watch your sister, bro. Don't let her go all the way to the street, man. Chill out. Well, Dad, I was like, you about to cry? I'm out. I abort the mission. I don't even want to be a dad no more. I quit. Figure it out.
I fucked up.
Simple task, dog. I can't. I don't even. My daughter, dude. I walk in the house. She just be like, whoever is available. Yeah. I be like, you know what? I'm out. I don't want it.
When you talk, when I talk to Ouija, it's just like getting him to focus. Cause we was like, I'm sitting, we sitting there playing, we sitting there playing catch.
Right?
Yeah, we sitting there playing. We teaching him baseball.
Good luck, buddy.
No,
Good luck.
I got him with the put your feet shoulder width apart. You lift your leg up, you step into your throw, and look where you're throwing. But that's the problem, looking, cause then he gets so distracted so fast, and you're talking to him in his eyes. Right? I'm like, dude, do I need to get you some Ritalin? Like,
see that shot?
Let's
Let's stop.
Yeah.
Stop that shit.
Exactly.
Stop expecting a fucking 5-year-old and under to focus 100%.
Not 100%, but while I'm talking,
it's not gonna matter.
He's
My
just like-
attention, bro. If
And
your
then
attention
he's
span
like-
is like
after
45 seconds,
after everything
you
I said-
cannot get mad when you talking to Ouija. You be like, hey, Ouija, catch the ball. Ouija be like, all right. Like, nothing you can do.
After everything I say,
What you doing?
after every word that comes out of my mouth, he listens. I was like, dude, stop looking over. Just look at me for 5
Because
seconds.
he wants to play.
Right?
Yeah,
It's that FOMO. Fear of
Jesus.
missing out.
Dog,
They
he's 5,
wanna
bro.
see
Non-stop.
what's going on.
I'm deep in this thing.
Non-stop
I'm multiple
moving.
kids deep in this thing. I'm telling you.
Like, dude.
I was like that with my first one. He's nonchalant as shit. I be like, come on, man, catch the ball. They be like, I'm getting the whole. I'm being a child my dad said, so you want to play with me?
That's
Fuck
what-
it then.
No, no.
I'm out. We ain't got to play no
That's
more.
what I said. I said, so you won't play with Bobby? I said, I'm throwing you the ball. He was like, no, Bobby. I want to hit the bat. I said, no, before we get even to the bat, we got to play catch. You got to learn how to play catch.
So you mad at him because he don't want to play what you want to
Right.
play.
He don't want to play catch.
You're childish.
The way
just-
you want to
you're
play.
childish.
He just
The
wants
way you
he
wanna
wants me to
play.
throw the ball at him and he swing at it. I'm like, no, before we even get to the goddamn bat, we gonna play catch. You gotta learn how to catch the ball.
No.
And he's just like, okay, but we're gonna
It don't work
I'm
like
gonna
that.
use the bat. I'm like,
Matter of
forget
fact,
about the bat.
Do this. Bring Ouija to the house to let him play basketball. Watch what happens.
Oh, he's
You ever seen
Hispanic.
my-
He don't
you
play
ever seen my two
basketball.
boys play basketball together.
He plays soccer and baseball.
Keyshawn and Devontae be playing, and I'll be like, hey, come on, let's play. Be like, come on, Dad, 2 against 1. Mind you, they're double dribbling the entire episode of this goddamn game. I'm like, why you don't pass Keyshawn the ball? Because he can't shoot. So in my mind, I'm like, well, Devontae shoot. He missed. I said, well, you can't shoot either, so both of y'all suck. Like, come on. I just don't play with my kids like that no more.
I know I block kid shots. Like I do full windmills. And,
Yeah,
and,
I don't
and,
fuck around.
And 360 dunks on kids.
When I play basketball with my kids, I get physical, bro.
Yo,
serious.
I mean,
We
I'm
get
I'm playing.
serious.
I'm playing
dunked
Ron.
on.
I'm playing Ron Artest 90s
Yeah.
basketball. You know,
You be the one
if he don't want it,
flinging
he,
kids out the way.
if he don't want the business, he stands on the sideline and
Yeah.
he'll watch. I literally have videos in my phone with me doing like dunk contests by myself for
I wasn't
my
mad
kid.
at Devontae. He tried. He's like, Dad, I'm gonna block your dunk. I was like, he just don't know how bad this is about to happen for him. Give a damn.
What about you and your kids in video games?
I quit. I quit playing with them. I almost fought my 10-year-old.
So, but you let
Like, I was
them play.
gonna
You let
punch that
you let
nigga.
them
It was
play.
Madden,
But you
wasn't
let
it?
them
It
play
was Madden,
video
wasn't
games.
No, I let him play. Like, we were playing wrestling,
But see,
right?
I grew
And
up.
they
My
jumped
dad.
me.
But see, I grew up. My dad didn't let me play video games. My dad
Oh,
hated
nah.
me playing video games. He rather me be outside handing him a wrench and shit like that, because that's what his dad did to him.
But let me ask you something. Out of all those wrenches you had, do you know how to work on cars?
I mean, hell, you see me when I talk about cars?
You know cars, but do you know how to work on it?
Shit, alternator, radiator,
Oh,
what you
no,
need,
that's
pulling out the
basics.
engine.
That's basics.
That's the part.
That's
tranny,
those regular
I mean,
shit.
What you
Right.
need, changing the tire? What you want me to do? Like, besides that, I need, if a girl break down, I can start your shit back up and get you home. But then after that, you better
You
call
on your
Benny. You better call the goddamn mechanic and get that shit fixed. I'm not finna fix your goddamn car. Facts. I get your shit running, I get it home.
Be like, that's about it.
That's
it.
about
That's
it.
it.
I'm not finna.
Absolutely,
Oh, you need a
absolutely.
you need a new alternator? Let's go to AutoZone. You know what I'm saying? But don't turn that one
Nah,
in.
what
Let's
you
get the
got,
core
me?
charge. And,
We all over the fucking
Shit.
place. It's fatherhood for you, though.
but just, I mean, it's what we
Well,
did. Fatherhood is everywhere.
Right.
It is.
How many times your baby mama called you to come fix some shit and you was like,
0.
Zero? Shit, I just had to
Nah,
go fix a goddamn
nah.
car last week.
Again,
Oh, wow.
I have multiple.
Yes.
I didn't know
Yeah.
if it was the damn alternator, the radiator, the
No.
starter, but my ass was dressed for Sunday Fun Day. Next thing you know, I'm at the fucking mall under a car.
Was that damn car? I was like, where you at? He was like,
I'm fixing a car.
Preston was so fucking mad. I said, hey, man, we fit to meet up. Yeah, man, I'll be there in a little bit. I said, this nigga got a lot of aggression. What's wrong with him? I said, he got there. Man, she called me. I had to drop all the way to the goddamn mall. You don't see what I got on? I was like, so you fixed the car in that outfit?
I kept
Preston,
it clean though.
He was clean as shit. I said, how you get under a hood
Man,
and you ain't got no dirt on you?
Look, she
That
had
nigga
me
that's
hot.
He was hot.
She ran me hot. I'm all white on. I'm dressed.
Oh, no.
I'm ready
Wait
for
a
pool
minute.
party, Sunday
Ah.
fun day. Me and Ouija riding. Next thing you know, her car won't start. Her dad started it. She get to the mall. Car shut off. Won't start again. She called me. Call your dad. I don't know what he did.
That shit
Wait a
gotta
minute,
stop.
hold
no,
on.
hey,
He had the
hey,
wait a minute, hold
no.
on. He
If
had
you
the
have a
baby call you?
Yes.
no,
He had the
the
baby
no, the
call.
baby was with me.
no,
Oh, I-
it's a cheat code. It's a cheat code. I'm gonna tell you what the cheat code is. If your child calls as a father, and you be like, "Well, mom's stuck somewhere," da 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 da. But see, I tell my kids quick. You know, mommy get in a situation, you better call whoever mommy dealing with, cause daddy ain't coming. Okay?
Oh hell no! You better call me. Fuck
Absolutely not.
that. Call me.
Absolutely not. They good.
Call me. I come pick him up. Then she can call whoever she dealing with to come fix the shit.
Oh no, I pulled that stunt before. Like she got stranded. She was like, me and Keyshawn stuck. I say, all right, I'm coming. Key, get in the car.
Let's go to McDonald's.
It's like, all right, Dad. I was like, shit. Pew, we out.
This is simple.
You
shit.
just gonna leave me?
Defend-
Absolutely, it's not my problem. My kid's
Right.
good. No.
Oh.
Ain't no hard feelings, but I'm bouncing. Fuck all that.
No, I fix her shit.
No.
Got it started, and then Went to AutoZone, spent all day over there. My whole Sunday fun day was gone. But as long as that shit was up and running, then that's cool with me.
He's learning.
He is.
Hey, look, I'm a young
I'm a
dude.
vet in this shit. So
I'm
it's
a-
different.
Right. So speaking of that, like, so what do you feel like you've learned about yourself since having kids?
What have I learned about myself? That I'm more and more like my father every day. Like, it ain't nothing that he wanted probably, but I mean, it's just the way life goes, you know?
Absolutely.
He probably didn't want to separate from my mom when I was nothing but 2-3 years old, but it's just the way life happens. I can tell you shit, I fucked up. And
absolutely.
shit, I mean, at 2-3 years old, shit, me and his mom separated, but I have my kid every weekend.
Yeah.
And even besides that, I might come home from work on a Tuesday and he's at my house. Because my mother or my sister, somebody will go pick him up and he's at my house. You know? So it's just like my mom, my sister, my grandmother, they all watch him and they all want him. It's not like I'm asking them.
Right.
They're asking me. Like, can I go get him? Can I go
That's
get him?
love, man. It
So
takes
then
a
it's
village,
just like,
bro.
I get home from
It
work.
does take a village.
Village.
I get home from work and he's there, you know? And I see it the way as, 5 years from now, I don't know where I'm going to be. I might be in the Heights. I might be still here in Humble. I might be back in New York. I might be, I don't know where I'm going to be. So for now, I don't have no problem with him spending all day with my grandmother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's older. No, I said God willing. I don't know how long she's going to be here, but all the time he can spend with his great-grandmother. Yeah,
That's a blessing.
that's a
Right,
blessing.
definitely.
I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, as much time as he could spend with her and my grandfather, and then we're going to go see my dad in 2 weeks. We're going to go to Virginia Beach for a family reunion. I mean, as much time as he could spend with everybody else is
Right.
I love that more than him spending time with me. Because when he's with me, I'm just on his ass. I hit him. I tell him right from wrong. I tell him, you know what I'm saying? I'm on his ass
Do
the whole
you feel
time.
like you
Everybody
learned
else,
patience? Do you
everybody,
really
no,
feel
it's
like-
just,
Oh, I
no, I
learned
do it on
it.
purpose. I do it on purpose because my dad was always on my ass about everything. Just to make sure. He would tell me, he would just tell me, like, when you talk, like, I would go to work with my dad every night. That's why I don't sleep at night now. That's why I'm up all the time. I would go to work with my dad, and my dad worked at night. And when I meet his friends, it was always shake their hand, look him in the eye,
Absolutely.
shake his
That's
hand.
a
stuff.
respect factor.
It
And
is.
it was, he would
And
teach me stuff
more
like
people
that.
need to do that.
No.
And
More
he would
people
talk
need
shit
to
about
learn
his.
how to do
He would
that.
talk shit about his friends at work and shit that did drugs and this and that. Look, he's a dumbass. He does this. He does that. And I was like, ha, no motherfucker does drugs. He's stupid. And then look how I grew up now. I don't do drugs. I don't do nothing like that.
At all.
And then same thing with my son. I'm like, hell, that motherfucker, he's just high all the time. Don't pay him no mind and shit like that. You know. And same thing
That's
with the
why
video
me and him
games.
relate.
My kid doesn't play video games. My kid does not play video games. I had a PlayStation with 2 games that came out like 3 years ago, and then I pawned it. Like I don't play video games. My kid don't play video games because my dad didn't like me playing video games.
You should let him, though.
It's no.
I'm only
Video-
saying that because I went to school for this shit.
Video games is not a thing for me. Like it's not what I do.
But I don't.
I'd rather
think-
be outside.
We the same way. But when I'm saying that, I'm not saying don't let him outside. I'm saying don't stop it.
Right.
No, I don't stop him from playing video games. I just don't present it to him. Like there's not a console in the house. I don't have a PlayStation. I don't have an Xbox. I had one and I bought a racing game and he would play it all the time. And then I sold the PlayStation. Fuck that. And he don't even ask for it. He don't even ask.
Because he don't know.
He don't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
So,
Mine
for
different.
video game for what? Sit there and play
They-
Fortnite in the house all summer? No, get your ass outside. We're going while I jog.
but
You gonna
that's
ride a
the
bike?
thing, My kids have it. They have different things they can go do. So it's really just
Be active.
Yeah.
Fuck the video game shit.
Yeah.
I was always outside on my bike. And
If
that's
it's
the
a
thing,
rainy
my
day,
dad,
pull a video game out. It's
my
same,
dad
take your
wasn't
ass
always
outside.
there, but when I was in New York and I was riding a bike, got to the corner, I got pushed off the bike. My bike, and they pushed me off, stole my bike. I chased them for like 8 blocks. You know what happened?
Dang.
I get to the Main Street, Liberty Avenue in Queens, New York. I get to Liberty Avenue. You know what happened? I see my dad, my stepmom, and my little sister. I was just like, fuck, I can't tell him I just got my bike stolen because he gonna whoop my ass. So I'm gonna just like fade around this corner, and then I'm gonna just keep looking for it myself. And I spent all night looking for that bike, never found it. Told him the next day, and he was mad that I didn't call him like the second that it got stolen.
Right.
And I was just like, well, I thought I was gonna get my ass whooped because you're always real aggressive.
But it still happened though. It still happened though.
You know,
We got a few more.
you're a real threatening man.
We got a
so.
couple more before we get out of here.
Yeah. So, what do you enjoy the most about being a dad?
His accomplishments.
The love.
His accomplishments and like the love he gives me back. That shit damn near made me cry. We went jogging the other day to the park. He rides his bike, and I'm just jogging, just working out. And then so we get to the park, we work out, whatever. I work out, he's just riding his bike, and then we jog back to the house. And then when I'm taking him off the bike, he just hits me with a little, I love you, Papi. Like, God damn it, nigga, like that.
That's why I said.
Yeah.
But that's why I said the love. Like, for me,
where they even come from?
For me, it's the love. Like, I struggle with accepting that shit. But them, that shit, man. The smile, the hugs, the acknowledgement of, like, that shit's dope. Yeah. Like, if you don't love the fact your kids love you, it's something wrong with you.
Right.
Like, all of my babies.
That's a different type of love.
Yeah,
that you
like,
feel.
It just brings something out of you. Like,
because I ain't never been a crier, but that shit brings tears.
It damn near make you want to cry. Like, when you hear that face, like, it's just funny. Like, no matter what it is, when I hear my name or I hear dad.
No, when I hear my name, I'm like, what, nigga? I said, you don't call me Preston. Don't call me Preston.
Well, my kids have no respect for me. So all my kids call me by my name.
Hell no.
Even my daughters. Didi. He
said Didi.
Not my name.
He tried to hit me with that Preston. I said, what nigga? What nigga?
You want to fight?
He was like, Papi Preston. I said, no, nigga,
try
again.
He said, Papi Preston.
Try again, nigga. That nigga said, Papi. I said, we good. Stay with that.
Yeah.
Let me hear Preston come out your mouth again. I rock your shit.
What else, Niche?
The last question that I have.
I rock his shit.
The last question I have is, what advice would you give to first-time father, people who are expecting, like men who are about to
be patient,
to be a dad?
Be patient. Let it come to you. If you gonna force it, you might force it the wrong way. It just depends on the person though. If you have a father in your life, or if you don't have a father in your life, I ain't gonna tell nobody. I ain't gonna tell nobody how to raise their own
Absolutely
kid.
not.
It's up to you how you want your kid to perceive you and how you want what you want your kid to be, how you want your kid to act. Sure. If you a gangbanger, you want to be in a video and throw a red flag on your kid when he's 2 years old.
Nah, but with that being said, if you came, like,
I can't tell nobody
from the streets, and your son ends up in the streets, you failed as a father. But
facts.
Advice that I give anybody as a male to have kids: love with trust. What I mean by that is, your instincts are gonna kick in. You're not gonna do everything right. Hell, I don't do everything right still. I don't, man. Like, I feel bad when I'm not there with my kids a certain amount of time.
I fuck up daily.
Yeah, like, it's a learning experience, man. And I mean, at the end of the day, like, being a father is hard.
Yeah, ain't easy.
And it
lean on you.
My advice leans out to the kids and then to the mothers. Before we get out of here, I'll explain something to women.
Wow, we almost out of here?
Yeah.
This show gonna roll on for another 30 minutes.
Yeah, we went over 30.
We got time.
Yeah, all right.
I'll pay the tab.
Okay. Well, you
bet.
If you talking about paying the tab, then we keep going.
We definitely
exactly. Keep going. Anyway, no, for the mothers, lighten up. What I mean by lighten up is we're not trying to not be the perfect father. Just stop looking at us to be fathers that you feel like we should be. Because I don't know if I don't know a certain thing or a certain aspect about you as a mother, and I ain't beating your ass about it, back off a little bit. I'm not saying if we're supporting the kids, catering to them, whatever that father's doing, allow that father to do, because we ain't gonna. Nobody gives 100% to their child, honestly. The reason being, you do so much as a parent that you really lose out on the sight of what's really going on. So, to women out there, and I mean, this goes to my kids' mothers too, like, relax. Like, I'm not saying don't get on me when you feel like I'm slacking, do that. Like, if you feel like I was consistent with something and I'm slacking off as a parent, do that. But accept it if I feel like you're doing the same shit. And your way is not always the right way.
Right.
You know, you have to let us be the parents that we know how to be, just like we always let y'all be the mothers that y'all are. You've never heard a father come out and question the shit that his mother does. Ever. You don't hear that. We literally let women be the mothers that they are. Because
I don't let the fathers
but
be.
we don't get that. And it's not an excuse. It's like, hey, I mean, you don't get on the ground and play cars and all this other shit, Beyblades and all this stuff, run around in the park with them. I don't rip you for that. So if you're not even doing none of these things that, you know, you feel like I should do,
right?
Why are we speaking on it? You know, it is at the end of the day, man. I mean, no kid asked to be here. Co-parenting is not easy. I have nothing but love for all my kids and their mothers. You know, whether we communicate or not, man, the respect is there. You gotta. We missed it, but on some G shit, the hardest part of being a father is respecting that mother that you're no longer with. That shit is hard.
I can see that.
To constantly show respect for somebody that you had a relationship with, had love for, all these things, and now none of that shit exists anymore.
Especially when there's ill will. Especially when there's a lot of that.
But no,
but
even
I still love my baby mother.
But you still gotta respect her.
I still respect. I still
But
love her.
But what
I fuck up and it might come off as disrespectful. But I still love her to the day I die.
But the thing is,
if you tell me right now, you put a gun in my head, who would I want to be with? It'd be my baby mother.
Yeah, but you can. P, you can say that shit all day.
I say it every day, all day.
Speak
it into existence.
That ain't happening.
It might not happen at all. If it ain't with her, hopefully it's J-Lo. I don't know. I'm banking on J-Lo, but you know.
Preston running shit up. So
Right.
I had too many crowns.
You did.
And so with
Preston
that,
paying for this shit for
right.
the night while he talking shit. He don't even know the amount of money that's about to come out his
How
shit.
much is the extra 30 minutes?
Huh?
How much is the extra 30 minutes? $100?
It's going to be $120 at the end of the night. We go to an hour.
120?
Yeah.
I give you 120. Tomorrow, I give you 120.
Hold on, he said tomorrow. Okay, so thank you
like,
all
what's wrong
for
with
seeing, for watching Vivid
Yeah.
Vibe. And you know
Get the
what?
fuck out of here.
We out.
Yeah. This
We out.
motherfucker's tripping.
This episode was brought to you by ladies. Step up your lash game and join the Mink Lash Gang. With over 20 lash styles, Mink Lash Gang is your go-to for high-quality, affordable mink lashes. Featuring a durable, lightweight, and easy-to-apply band, with proper care, your lashes will last up to 25 wears. Visit www.minklashgang.com and use the code VYBE for a special discount at checkout. Ames Parker Brand Management. Specializing in social media management and content creation, let AP help you use the power of social media to take your brand to the next level. Contact us at amesparkerbrand@gmail.com for your customized package.